It's really awkward filming in the car. But anyway, today I am going to talk about how we need to get our life together for 2025. I need to get McDonald's first. I'm starving. This is the weirdest drive-thru I've ever seen. The thing about me is I will hit a curb. Thank you. Bye. Oh, that sun is hitting. We're going to talk about 10 things you need to do in 2025. This year has been a pretty decent year for me. That's pretty good. The year goes by so fast. How are we already going to be in 2025? I feel like I just made all my list of goals for 2024. One is budgeting and saving your money. I am 25 years old and I feel like most people my age do not save money. It's nice to have that nice bag. Yeah, it's nice to have a new pair of shoes, and you can still do that. I feel like you still need to treat yourself, but the level in which we are treating ourselves in this day and age is too much. When you have something that you can fall back on, I swear it makes your life so much better. I know a lot of people are paycheck to paycheck. At least I know America is paycheck to paycheck. So it's unfair for me to try to say save your money when everybody is in a different situation. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. At least $5 a week. The whole point is that you're trying to build that habit of saving money. If you were to save $1 a week, there's 52 weeks, $52. 2 weeks or 53 weeks? How many weeks? You would never think I was an engineer. I swear to God, I don't know anything. 52 full weeks. You saved $260. $5 a week. That's it. If you're somebody who saves nothing, start with $5 a week. So the next thing we're going to talk about is cutting off dead ends. You know how they're always like, you have to trim your ends, or your hair won't grow. It's growing, but then it's breaking or it's splitting. You may have somebody in your life who makes you feel like crap. You may be putting your all into a relationship, whether that's a friend, family, boyfriend, I don't know. You're putting your all and giving your all, and you're not getting that in return. That could be a job. A dead end could be anything in your life. Something that's preventing you from growing. As you're watching this, there's probably a thing you're thinking about and saying, dang, that's probably a dead end. Like, that person's probably a dead end. Okay, I'm trying not to make this video super long, but I'm only on the third thing. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be sitting here till the sun goes down. Third thing is pick a hobby and focus on it. We all say, I wanna do this, I wanna do that, I wanna do this, I wanna do that this year. That's unrealistic because you know, like when they say you have so much to do that you just end up doing nothing, that's what's gonna happen. Some people like to do that. They like to do a whole bunch of things at once, and that's totally okay. But this is just like what I've noticed for me is I have to pick something and focus on that. Pick that one thing, let it flourish, and let that try to be the thing you succeed in 2025. This next one is one I've talked about before in a prior video. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You are not them. They are not you. Your experience is different than their experience. You're comparing yourself to somebody you don't even know what's happening behind closed doors. You will never be happy if you constantly compare yourself to people. I am so tired of everyone making everything a competition. I don't do competitions. There's always going to be something somebody has or does better than you, and that's okay because there's things you do that's better than somebody else. Stop focusing on the things you don't have. Focus on what you do have. In 2025, we need to set aside time to rest. I think with me, I feel like I always have to be doing something or I'm a failure. Not making use of every single minute, every single living, breathing moment that you are wasting your time. And that's just simply not true. If you're trying to go, and don't take time to take breaks, we'll catch up with you. Take a few hours out of the week. You need to rest. We are humans. Okay, number 6, we gotta plan some trips. I just talked about saving money. So you're probably like, why are you talking about vacations? We got to plan 1 to 2 trips a year. Trip does not have to be out of the country. You don't even have to go to a different state. You don't even have to go to a different city. A trip can simply mean somewhere that's outside of what you typically do. Don't go in depth trying to go on vacation. Do what you can do. And if that's a staycation, that's a staycation. So number 7, get off social media. Please get off social media. I'm not saying permanently. For the sake of you, restrict your time on social media. Instead of checking it 10 times a day, check it 5 times. I don't know. Cut it in half. Cut your usage in half. Cut your screen time for social media in half. We have to restrict our time in 2025 so we can get to our goals. I do have a video on my channel about when I took 5 months off of social media and how that impacted me and helped me. So go watch that if you want to know more about that. I'm losing the sun right here. I hope it lasts a little longer, but I know like there's like shade on my face, but it's okay. My sister told me, because she foster sits and does a lot within the community, what she told me is have a purpose that's bigger than yourself. Human beings, we're just innately selfish. How can I do this for me? How can everything I've listed in this video so far has been, I would say, more so on the selfish side, because it's like, how can it impact you? But she told me have a purpose that's bigger than you. Realistically, I think the average lifespan is what, 70, 75? So that's 70 Christmases. That's 70 birthdays. When you think about it, that's really not that much. What are you gonna leave behind? Who are you gonna impact? You could impact one person and be impactful. You could save somebody's life and not even know you did. What purpose are you gonna have outside of you? So think about that this year for 2025, next year. We're moving along. Check in with your mental, physical, and emotional health. I have really bad anxiety and I feel like no one really knows. Towards the end of this year, I've been trying to identify things that cause me to be more anxious. I've gotten help. I've asked for help. I've had conversations about my mental health and my anxiety. And if you try to do it all on your own, it's possible, but there are people who out there who can help you. Same with physical, same with emotional. There are people who can help you. So don't suffer by yourself. If you can't afford a trainer or you can't afford a gym, there's so many home videos you can look up on YouTube. This year has been such a transformative year of identifying my problems. Because before it's like, oh, they're just a terrible person. They're just rude. They're just insecure. They're just this, and that. But sometimes, whether we want to accept it or not, we are the problem. I can't control what everyone else does, but I can control what I do. So even if somebody is a terrible person, I can control how I react to that. I can control what access I give them to me. 2025, we're going to do that. We're going to focus on what do I need to work on, because I'm not perfect. And that's what I had to identify this year. And I'm still working on that. Whoa, I sound crazy. I'm still working on that. I am really big on what you put out is what you get back. And I've said this before in a prior video. If you're being disrespectful, if you're being rude to people, if you're being nasty, if you're being judgmental, if you're being jealous, those things come back to you. All those negative emotions that you may have felt in 2024 or prior, this year, you need to take those emotions and turn it into something more positive. In 2025, let's put out positivity, love, encouragement. There's so many things you can put out. You pick your own word of things you want to put out in 2025, because those things will come back to you.